Shalom, 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 Yasha'Allah. This is your boy, Brother Shamwa'Allah, back at you with another quick edifying video. Today's lesson is going to be called While the World is Preparing, right? First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Right, that's all praises to the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahawah, and his only begotten Son's name, who you ignorantly call Jesus, whose name is Yahawashi, right, and the Holy Spirit, which is the Rawchaa, right? Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who have ruled well through the Spirit and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days, and has pushed this gospel and this truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. So, like I said, today's title is going to be called While the World is Preparing. Salakia. And came across this video, and it's from Al RB TV. I think it was like a Middle Eastern TV show or newscast, right? And just watching it, just want you to take a look at it real quick. You let me know. Let's see what we got going on. Salakia. Fair use. I want you to take a look at this. And I believe this was a couple days ago. All right. Matter of fact, let me speed it up so you can kind of see what's going on. Now, if you look right here and you see on this road, these are all troops on this road right here, right? Let's play it. Fair use. And Salaki, this is 7 days ago, right? So let's speed it up so we can kind of see, right? Now you can kind of see a little better. Fair use. Right, they got an aerial view, right? And you just see, right? It's a whole slew, right? Of folks preparing, right? Look at this. You see how long that stretches, right? And it kind of goes on, right? They marching through the street, the whole nine, right? But you see, while these, all these other nations are preparing, right? They're preparing for war, right? That's what they're preparing for, right? These other nations are preparing for war, right? So while all this is happening, right, then you go to Babylon, right? Fair use.
Got Domino's rewards points? Now you can
Salakia. Fair use.
redeem them for so much more. You might even have free food already waiting for you.
Okay.
Right, we are now just 4 days away from the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers.
Right. So while you got the world preparing for war, here you are. You got, Babylon. What are they talking about? Who's gonna win a game, right? Who's gonna win a game, right? CBS News, right? This is what they're casting, right? You're not seeing the things that are going on, around the world, but what you'll have right here, hey, who's gonna win this Super Bowl? Hey, there's a poll. Americans are split, over who they want to win, right? This is what's going on in Babylon, right? Or you had some award show, recently, and all you're talking about is this, that, and the other, right? This is what's going on. right? While the world is preparing for war, you have Babylon kind of just sitting here, chilling, you know? And I just want to get a couple of scriptures, right? And Lord's will, this will be edifying, right? So let's just get into it, right? So you got all these nations, preparing, preparing for war, right? They getting their soldiers ready, right? And here you have Babylon sitting up here talking about, who let's see who can predict, the Super Bowl, right? A game, you know. Let's get this. Let's go to the book of Joel, right? Chapter 3 and verse 9. It says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahawashi. Right? These other nations, they're out here preparing for war, right? They see what's going on, right? But you got Babylon, right, or America, and they kind of chilling, right? What does it say? Matter of fact, let's get a couple scriptures, right? This is the book of Revelation, right? These other nations are preparing. What are they preparing for, right? It's the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 14, says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly, right? And these woes are talking about world wars, right? The second world war is past, and behold, the third world war cometh quickly, right? And we know that this war is going to be ultimately fought with ICBM missiles, right? Or nuclear weapons, right? When you go to the book of what is that? Isaiah, I believe it's 9 and 5. Yep. Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5, it says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be, what is that? That third woe, right? But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. And that's talking about these nuclear weapons, that these nations have, right? And they're preparing. They're stocking up, right? I did a lesson, maybe a week or two ago, where you had Russia, readying its ICBM missiles, right? Preparing the bow, right? That bow represents the silo that these ICBM missiles are into, right? And they're preparing these things, right? You see these other nations, they're testing their stuff out, right? To make sure, hey, it runs smoothly, right? Because they know what's going on, right? Meanwhile, you got Babylon over here, everything is all about the big game, That's all they're worried about is the big game, Matter of fact, what is that? Then let's get the book of Revelation, right? Let's go to Revelation. I want Revelation. Let's go to verse 18, right? And let's see what verse 7 says, right? Here we go. Revelation chapter 18, verse 7. This is talking about Babylon, right? The great whore, right? That the Bible speaks of, which is America. And it says Revelation 18 and 7, right? It says, how much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously. Who? America, right? America is likened to a great whore, right? Right? It's also the daughter of Babylon, right? It's many names, you know. This place has many names. This place is Babylon, the land of confusion. Okay? It says, how much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. Right? That's what's about to happen. Says, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Right? Listen, you know, that's the mindset of Babylon, right? Of this place. Right? They're not worried about none of this stuff, you know. They think, you know, listen, I'm a queen, right? And I believe if you look up the word queen, you know, it means a whore. You know, it means whore, right? That's why we call our women princesses and not queens, right? But it says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning, famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is Yahawashi thy power, who judgeth her, right? It says, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, right? Because guess what, man, right? While the world is preparing, you know, for World War, right? For the the battle of Armageddon, right? Or Armageddon, or in the valley of Yahawashi, right? Or Yahweh's judgment, right? You have America just kind of chilling, right? They sent a couple of folks out there, you know, they got a couple of drones, but guess what? America's more worried about what? You know, who's gonna win the Super Bowl, right? Who won some kind of I don't know what it is, Oscar, Emmy, whatever the hell it is, right? This is what they're worried about, right? What's the next episode of Atlanta Housewives? You know, this is the type of mentality that America is dwelling on, while these other nations, right, are preparing their young men to fight war and to go to battle. Okay, but it says, you know, when you read in verse 7, it says in the middle, it says, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Right? She's like, I'm not gonna see no sorrow, right? She that the pride, right? When you go to the book of Obadiah, right, it talks about that. Talks about the pride of, you know, of Esau, right? Because this is modern day Edom, you know, modern day Basra. This is spiritual Sodom and Egypt, right? This is a whole lot of places, and it's just a land of confusion, and it's all a mind to just basically keep everybody in a state of like a trance, you know, in a dream state. Okay, so let's get this Obadiah. Let's get to the point. Chapter 1. Or Salakia, Obadiah. This doesn't have, you know, it's one chapter. So Obadiah 3. It says, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. Right? It says, whose habitation is high. Right? And we know, you know, that's talking about Esau, right? And the Edomites, right? Which are today are the so-called, you know, white folks, right? You know, they are the ones who, what do? They call themselves Caucasian, right? When the Caucasus, right? It talks about that dwell in the clefts, right? And what do? They build their habitations on high. They have the skyscrapers, right? They want to, everything that they have, they want to do high, right? Because they're likened to like an eagle, you know, and that's how they kind of show themselves, right? It says, who will bring Salaki, let me read it from. So it says, the pride of thy heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Right? Just like in Revelation, you know, I will see no widowhood, right? I'm a queen. That's how this place thinks. That's the mentality and the pride of this place. You know, no one's going to touch me, you know, but it says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, right? And the eagle kind of perches high up, right? And that's how Esau does. And what is Esau like? Like an eagle? It looks down and swoops down on its prey. That's their mentality. That's how they like to try to do things. But it says, though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. America, they're known for, for all their great things, their great wonders and mysteries, right? To going to into space. They got their little space station. They got, they said they went to the moon, which we know that wasn't the case. But they exalt themselves, right? They're right in the top of the firmament, right, where they have their little space station, right, amongst the stars, right, and they think that they can't be touched, But it says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thyself among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Right? And it's the pride of their heart, right? So when you go back to Revelation 18 and verse number 7, right? And it says, how much she have glorified herself, right? That's prideful. It's boastful. I'm the best. No one can touch me, It says, and live deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her, right? That's what she's about to get, right? When you read verse up, it says double, feel double unto her, even double the things and the atrocities that she has done to us, paraphrasing. It says, so much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and no widow, right? And she shall see no sorrow, right? No one's going to touch me. That's the pride. That's the pride of these people, right? Of this nation, right? But Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi said, I'm going to bring you down, and he's going to bring this place down in 1 hour, like I did my lesson yesterday about, through those ICBM missiles and through Yahawashi and the chariots, right? And their thing is they think like they can't be touched, and no one can touch them, and no one can do anything to them, right? And let's get 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 3, right? Because what they do is they catch themselves, they leave themselves unprepared, right? Let's go to 1 Thessalonians 5 and 2. It says, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi so cometh as a thief in the night, right? And Yahawashi, continually, taught that, to the disciples, that, hey, I'm going to come, as a thief in the night, and this is what's going to happen to Esau. They're going to be, sitting still, prideful, still in their glory, and they're going to think that they're just this, that, and the other, right? It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as a travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape, right? They shall not escape, right? When they're thinking peace and safety, right? All they're thinking about is, party this, award show this, Super Bowl this, the whole nine, right? While they sit here and try to push this foolish, folly, of Black history, where you don't even, right now, they don't even really talk about it. They might just put a sign up. They don't talk about none of that stuff, not knowing, ultimately, the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which are the Israelites, right? Which are the Heavenly Father's chosen people, who he sent his son Yahawashi to come, and redeem, right? Those of the elect, right? Knowing that, hey, pretty much really every day it should be, or every month should be Israelite month, because this world is for us, the world to come, I should say, for Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, right? But, as soon as they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction is going to come upon them. When they're sitting up here talking about this, that, and the other, that's when the destruction is going to hit this place, right? And it says as a woman in travail, right? And I wanted to get this. I'm gonna close it out, right? I don't want it to be too long. Lord's rule is edifying, right? Second Ezra 16 and Slovakia. Second Ezra 16 and verse 37. It says, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack." Right? And we see all these different things hidden, right? You have earthquakes, you have like flooding and mudslides going on, and on the West Coast, you have all these different things that are hitting. There's a volcano that's on the brink of eruption. You have solar eclipses. Blood moons. All these things are signs, of things to come. And of course, the chariots of Yahawashi, right? Or the so-called UFOs, right? You got them, seeing them all the time. These things, the eyes, it said, the eyes of Yahawashi are upon this simple kingdom. And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, but I will not utterly destroy Jacob, paraphrasing, right? So it says, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours, her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment." And these things are starting to happen quicker and quicker and quicker. And Babylon's just trying to continue to just mosey along like ain't nothing happening. Right? When we see these things turn every week, things get turned up in 2024, man. Every week so far, stuff has started to turn up, right? So it says, and they shall not slack a moment, because they're going to get quicker and quicker and quicker, right? Till all hell breaks loose, man. Right? It says, "Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side." Right? But you got these other nations, hey, they preparing themselves. Right? They preparing for war. They're preparing themselves. But what is Babylon doing? Just sitting here chilling, thinking that nobody can touch them. Right? And they're going to be, it's going to be the knockout, the KO, the one-hitter quitter, man. The 1 hour of perfection, right? Where this place is going to be utterly destroyed, while they're sitting on their hands, man. Right? So, Lord's will, this was edifying, right? I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Call Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Peace and blessings to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. Mighty Shalom to the elect, right? To the 144,000 men, 12,000 from each tribe, and to the rest of the elect. Stay diligent, stay focused, keep praying for one another, keep watching, right? You got, you got the MOTB, right? Just showing his face, man, right? You other camps who sitting up here talking about is sin and it's other things, right? You're going to have to answer that, right? Because you seeing it, it's clear as day. These things are upon us, man. And this stuff is about to start happening quicker and quicker and quicker, And we really need, Yahawashi in these days, to protect us and to shield us, right? So keep praying for one another, keep staying diligent, keep watching, right? And keep doing this work, man, while it is day, because the night cometh when no man can work, right? And with that, I want to say, Shalom.